Okay, you can see my distance is less than 10 centimeters. So the servo is being activated. Distance being measured by this ultrasonic using this ESP32 board. We're uploading the distance data to ThingSpeak and activating the servo when our distance is nearer than 10 centimeters. I had Grok write me the code for this, and then it didn't work. The servo did not turn. So we fixed that. Here we're showing our distances, 149 centimeters when there's nothing in proximity, which is the distance to the nearest window. And then when there's something in proximity, it's supposed to send a signal that shows in the neighborhood of below 10 centimeters. And that is about every 10 seconds. Now, this number right here, servo half speed equals 190. What I was originally given was a number less than 190. And I asked Grok, actually I asked ChatGPT then why 127 was the number that was in that code. And I asked Chat, why does this code not work? And Chat says, well, that's close to stop, the way this mapping is set up, which I didn't know. So I changed that number. They suggest using a number greater than, they suggest using 190, greater than 127. And that does work. So it has something to do with the mapping function, the mathematical function, not the wiring, which is correct. I've got 16 and 17 for my echo and trigger. And then I've got, sorry, trigger and echo. And then I've got pin number 25 for the motor, which is what we're told. It's a good pin number for motors. Also, yesterday, I wired in a switch on the battery lines so that I can switch on and off without having to unplug this barrel plug. Again, this is where we're showing our distance and we're uploading to ThingSpeak. And our code says show that you're activating the servo if your distance is less than 10 centimeters. And here's the ThingSpeak account that's showing our distances. We should be able to register a distance less than 10 centimeters and see that sent to ThingSpeak. I don't really see that coming into ThingSpeak like I would expect. I'll show you what I did. Yeah, there it is. Now I'll show you what my actual request for the code was right here in Grok. Here's what I actually requested. You can see the amount of detail that I gave in my request for an Arduino sketch using this hardware, and especially what I did not want. For example, originally Grok referred to this LEDC, and that was created an error. And I knew that we didn't need LEDC, whatever that is, so I said don't use that. Also, do not include the ThingSpeak library. We don't need that, and also I do not need my channel ID. I did get one code sketch with channel ID, and I just commented that out. It wasn't referred to except as a statement, so I commented it out. We've got copy as an option, and you should be able to see in here somewhere, it will tell you right here, speed 127 was what I was given, and later chat tells me that's the same thing as stop based on our mapping. So change that to 190, and then apparently that, according to the mapping, will make that servo run correctly. So I just copied this, pasted it into Arduino. I made a modification on the frequency that we are showing our distances. I changed the delay from 100 to 1000 because these, at 100 milliseconds, these distances are running by too fast to recognize. And then I added my own API key right here. Has to go in the code. The right API key has to go in the code where it's called for. So there will be more.